Hello, happy Monday. Today we're gonna do a full face of some new, some old, Wet n Wild. I wanted to get this foundation used, and then wanted to use the primer serum, hydrating by Wet n Wild. So we're going to go ahead and take a little dropper, and it is very liquidy. Oh, it smells good though. I can't place it. Oh, I can't place what it smells like. But I will tell you it smells good. It smells, I don't know. I need to stop because it's gonna drive me nuts all day if I don't stop now. Trying to figure out what it smells like. Oh, it does feel hydrating though. You can feel it. It's perfumey. It's very perfumey. That's for sure. It smells like a perfume. That's what it is. Water-based serum. That's the best. Rose water. Says it on the back. It says it preps skin for makeup. Extended makeup wear. And it smells like roses. That's the smell. Alright, now we're going to use the new Wet n Wild Foundation Dewy. I have the shade Soft Beige. And it still has the same kind of thing that the old one. It has a different smell though, that's good. Doesn't smell like you're putting toxic ingredients on your face, that I can tell. Alright, I'm going to take a foundation brush. This is the IT Cosmetics Airbrush Foundation Brush. Believe it or not, no, we're not using that one. I still have to clean it. When I cleaned it, I didn't get all the soap out. Okay, we're going to use the, we might be using a sponge. Okay, we're going to use this one, Do Care brush. It's a foundation brush. We're going to spread it around the face first, and then it looks like it's oxidizing a little bit. Let me pull you in. I don't know how you got so far away. Probably because I had to fix a few things in here this morning. The sun was glaring through that window, and when I sat down, I definitely didn't have to turn the light on, but you couldn't see me anyways because the shirt was reflecting so much of the light. So I went up there to, it's definitely a shade match, to put a sheet up for now, and I'm gonna get some blinds. And I fell because I always fall. And we're just tapping it in. I'm watching to see if it, I'm probably gonna have to put a little bit more on and use a blender around the nose area. Oh, I put it way back there. I was like, where's it at? Let's cut a little bit there and there. And just put some here so I can bring it down the neck. Even though the shade match is pretty spot on, we're gonna use this for the neck. All right, then we're gonna take this e.l.f. Beauty Blender that's really soft, believe it or not. We're gonna blend it in up on the nose. I always notice when I'm using the brushes that it doesn't feel like it's doing really well on the nose. So that really has nothing to do with the foundation. It's mostly, in my opinion, the brushes. Okay. We're just gonna pat around the face and make sure it's all no lines, even though I don't see it. I do like the way it sits on the skin. It's like, it's melding into the skin. It's not sitting just on top. If I remember, I'll check in later on today. I'll do a few check-ins. It's currently like 9 o'clock in the morning. All right. I don't have a new concealer for them. So we're going to use the regular Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer in the shade Light Ivory. To cover these dark circles. Put a little there. A little down the nose. Cupid's bow. I want to do that part. That little, from a pimple I had a while back. And we're going to go back in with the e.l.f. sponge. And just blend that out. That looks pretty decent. All right, another thing that's not new is this Wet n Wild Dual End Contour Stick. Just want a couple of dots. I'm just gonna do like a light contour. Nothing big. All right, and then we're going to take this sponge. On the sides here. And lightly pull this back into the hairline. I'm just dabbing and then going backwards once it touches the, see, dab and backwards. I'm not pulling on the makeup because I'm not trying to take the makeup off. I'm just trying to dab the cream product into the hairline. And on the bottom, I'm going to use a different type brush. I'm going to use this BH Cosmetics foundation type brush. And I'm lightly blending it backwards with the very tip of it, like right there. I don't know if you see how it goes. I'm just kind of fanning it. That looked really bad if y'all could see it better. Because I don't want a deep contour because I'm not going anywhere. And technically, I don't have to do it because I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to use this other brush that I use at times to kind of do the nose. I'm going to make sure that's all blended in. I still remember when I first started my channel, one day I didn't blend that in really well, and Jason's like, what's that on the side of your neck? The concealer, at least my eyes aren't really big. All right, the Cream Highlight by Wet n Wild. This is in the color Gilded Glow. It says it was new. I'm going to try to put it, it's got a doe foot. Powder's gonna go over it, so no worries. I need a another cream type brush. We're gonna stamp it into the skin. It is beautiful and it isn't breaking apart the foundation. I'll have to use it with other foundations to see if it breaks those apart, because I'm pretty sure they tested it with their own. And it is a blinging highlight. All right, now we're gonna go in with the, this isn't new either, the Wet n Wild translucent powder. Let me put all this out of my way. I only have a little bit of space right here, so this is the Wet n Wild translucent powder. We're going to tap some into the lid. And then I want to take like a little brush. We're going to use this one. Tap a lot of powder off of it because I'm not trying to dry out my under eyes. I just want to make sure to get them set without them creasing. As you can see, you can't really see any powder on that brush, really. All right, and then we'll take this brush, dip it in the powder, tap some off. I'm tapping it back into the lid. I'm not wasting any powder. Even though this is cheap, I just find it nicer to not waste anything. Let me show you the brush. See, you barely see any. Now I'm tapping it again. You still barely see any. I'm just trying to put the powder on the face, not cake the face. So that's that. I'm gonna pull it down the neck a little bit. All right, and now let's, I didn't open this, so let's go ahead and open this. So, you're gonna open this up. Jason, is that your music?
Yep.
Turn it off. I'm recording. You could get copyright struck. This is the new Wet n Wild. Brow pencil. It's in the shade Ash Brown. As you can see, it's a pretty good match. But I got the darkest color because my eyebrows are dark. All right, and now we're gonna go back and brush them. I'm trying to make this video as fast as possible. All right. There's that. Now, we got the powder, we got the eyes. Now we need, I got the, what is on my nose? Nothing, maybe it's just the shine. Let's try to put a little bit more powder on it. Have you ever had that where you just, all of a sudden it looks like you got something dark on your nose? Okay. We're using the Bronze Dynasty with the dragon on it. We are gonna grab this Precise brush first. And a mirror, of course. Put a little bit on each side of the nose. Just a little, because I'm not wanting it to be. All right, now we're going to stamp it a little up here. And pull it back into the hairline as well. It's more of a contouring move right there. I'm going to take this fluffier brush. And I am going to bronze the forehead up a little better. And kind of fluff the bronzer that's on the cheeks. Just a little. Now we're going to take this blush because this is the only Wet n Wild blush I have, and I did not realize I did not have any other ones. This is a very light rose champagne color. We are going to take our blush brush, dip it in. Obviously, you can't see this one, even in this mirror. I'm going to need a Wet n Wild blush you could actually see. But I don't have it at the moment. See, it looks like you can see it there, but in the mirror, you can't see it on that side either. But it is adding, is this like a glow blush? You can't see the swatch either. I don't think I have another blush. Yes, I do. Okay, hold on. Okay, we're going to use the L'Oreal True Match blush because we want to see our blush. It's probably a good blush for starters. But I actually want to see my blush. I want to add a little pink to the cheeks. There we go. Now we can see it a little. All right. Now we're going to take the Hello Halo Mega Glow Blush Lighter in Highlight Bling. We're going to use that really shiny shade right here. Or we're going to use this one. Let's see. I wonder if that, since it was supposed to be a blush lighter, I'm tapping into the pinky side. Just kind of adding it to the top. You see what it looks like? My cheeks look really shiny, so we're going to add very little of this highlight to our cheeks. Okay, let's take a little bit of the powder from the powder brush and just kind of put it over the top of all that. And then we're gonna take some Wet n Wild 3-in-1 coconut setting spray. And a sponge. And kind of push the product all into the face. It's the coconut setting spray. It's very moisturizing. I find the coconut ones are the ones I like the most. Okay. And it toned down that highlight a little bit, so that works for me. All right. Jason picked out the eyeshadow we're gonna use. I gave him a choice, and I'm hoping they still sell this one. I was gonna check on the website. This is the Boo Crew from Halloween. He wanted me to use this one. Okay, we're gonna go in. I like how they have it marked transition right there. That says transition for the black, but I'm pretty sure that's not a transition shade. So we're gonna put that down. We're using the top one. All right, and the only other matte besides the black that I really don't want to use right now is this green one. So we're gonna go ahead and use this green one. We're gonna take my little brush that I like so much. I'm gonna take that green and we're gonna start on the outer corner. Probably gonna need to get my mirror. Ooh, the heater's on. It actually looks kind of muddy. It's odd. And we're just gonna go ahead and pull this through. We're gonna build it up. Can y'all see that looks kind of muddy? It's not showing up as beautiful on the eye as it does in the pan. It's showing up kind of like I got a bruise, so I'm kind of like someone punched me. Okay. I'm trying to blend the edges a little bit as I go because this color is so odd to me, the way it's showing up. I'm not sure what I think about it. But I guess when you get someone else to pick your makeup, it does take you out of your comfort zone. So that's good, right? Because I'm out of it. I'm out of my comfort zone, I'll be honest. All right, let's go ahead and try to make this look a little better. We will work on the crease in a minute. Let's go ahead and find the shade we're gonna want to put on our eyes, our lid space. Oh my gosh. I've never had this problem with Wet n Wild shadows before. What is going on? It's almost like they're dried out. Look at this. Look at these swatches. Nothing is the color it looks like it's gonna be. Okay, that's more. That's better. Okay, those two are better. I'm probably gonna go with that bright one. So let's go ahead and grab that on a brush and try to get that on the lid. I feel like I have to dig into these for some reason. Trying to pull the top layer off of it. Hold on. It's really, that's after digging the top layer off, but it's still taking a minute to. Do you think when brands put out like holiday type things that it's less quality than their regular ones? Because this was a Halloween palette and I feel like the quality is not as good as my normal Wet n Wild shadows. I wish I would have brought the other ones in here. I haven't moved all my makeup in this room yet. I'm wishing I would have brought some more in here so I could show you what I'm talking about. If you've used Wet n Wild shadows before, you could see that was the first three colors. Starting at the transition that I used, the first three on the top row, that was them. And see that hole? That's what I had to dig to get what I got on my eyes. If you've used Wet n Wild shadows before, tell me if that's normal for you, because it's not for me. So I'm kind of trying to pull out a look here though. And that matte green not showing up, but like muddy looking, that's new to me also. All right, now we're gonna take, I'm gonna see if I could get this. This is like the sparkly green. I'm gonna see if that could show up a little better in the crease. Yeah, we got something happening there. That looks a little better. You can see it better. And it shows some contrast to the lid shade. Let's see if we can fix this right here. I'm sorry, I'm trying to make this fast, but okay. All right, then we're gonna take this. There it is. That looks a little better. We'll take this. There is no highlight shade in here, I will say that. We're gonna take this straight thing, and we're dipping into the black. And we're gonna put like a shadow black liner on there. I want to take this brush I used here. Or do I have a better one? Yeah, we'll use this one. It's clean. Kind of smudge that. I am so messing this up. Actually, now it looks right. And then take a little bit of that other brush right here. Move the transition across there. All right, we're actually gonna have to clean up this mess a little. So I'm gonna add a little bit of concealer. Underneath the eyes. This is why people do their eyes first sometimes, because sometimes you don't know what the shadows are gonna do. You don't know how they're gonna act. And if they're gonna do what you want them to do. And it causes a mess that if you put your foundation on second, you don't have that problem because it's cleaned up by the foundation. But that looks pretty good. All right, let's take a little bit of this transition shade again. Just kind of blend right there. Put that transition shade back in there. Then we're gonna take an actual blending brush in the mirror. Make sure there is no harsh lines. I will move in closer in a second. It looks okay. It doesn't look perfect. This shadow palette, I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm leaving it alone. I'm done with that one. But I am gonna go back into this halo lighter. I'm gonna grab my little inner corner brush that I use. I'm gonna take this highlight shade. I'm gonna try to brighten that inner corner a little more. We're gonna add some to the brow bone. All right, I'm gonna leave that alone for a second. I'm gonna curl the lashes. And we're gonna use this Wet n Wild Skinny Mascara. I like this brush. I always notice their mascara smells like flowers. I will tell you one thing. This mascara is perfect for the lower lashes. It is so small that you could actually hit the lashes and not have a problem getting the lashes. See that? That's the best. Turn it down. My lashes have looked in a minute. Ooh, but you can smell that color, that fragrance. Okay, I don't have a lip liner. We're going to use this Nude Matte Wet n Wild. It just says matte. It looks like this. I'm going to dip into this a little bit to try to change the color a bit. That is the out of the eyeshadow palette. I couldn't find a Wet n Wild lipstick that matched this palette very well, so I was like, you know what? And I know it looks patchy, but now that it's dried down, I'm going to use the lip gloss in Virgo. And that matches a lot better. I mean, I look dead, let's be honest. All right. Okay, we got stuff spitting out at us. That one's officially done. Good thing I had a backup. There we go. Take this. Oh, wrong one. And just kind of meld everything in. Take the hair down. Overall, I will let y'all know what I think about the rest of the stuff. This is a 40-minute video, so I doubt I'm going to do check-ins. Sorry the eyeshadow took so long, but I will see y'all tomorrow. Let me know what you want to see out of that stuff that I just got. Do you want to see me try the priming mask? What do you want? Let me know. This isn't the best look, but it's a look. Talk to you later. Glad I'm not going anywhere. Bye.